And we are back. It's your boy Big Vern. Y'all know what it is. Welcome to Act Stupid. Let's get after it. But before we do, let's get into a rap break. Somebody give me a beat. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios, and we pushing a new rap album this month. Snoop Dogg, 10 till midnight, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is Steph with Swiss Beats. And the whole cameo loop, oh man, that is ridiculous. Slide off, stop counting my pockets. I like that one. Stop counting my pockets. Dog, what up, Joe? With Peasy? Pop my shit, Trinidad James? Oh my goodness. These songs and many more. Yo, Snoop Dogg, 10 till midnight, in stores now. Yo, shout out to Snoop D-O Double Jizzle doing this thing, 10 till midnight. Make sure you go get the project. We thought it was dope. And also, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Let's get to 400 people. I'm working hard on a Wednesday. I'm working hard, too hard on a Wednesday. If you're new here, this is what we do here. Hit the like and subscribe. Goes a long way, helps the channel. We appreciate it. Gonna stay in the world of the NBA and CJ McCollum. Did he silence his critics? Because I'm not gonna say nothing, but another sports entity, they thought that his man was washed up. And if you're talking about things in a perspective from your era of basketball, you may have some valid standing. However, this is an era none of you have played in. And I always remind people of that because as human beings, we want to keep people where we meet them at. However, in this whole new change of things, the Knicks, it seemed like they were flat. It seemed like they were flat all night. And the Hawks, they took advantage of it. You see food, eat. If you see food, eat food, baby. That's how it goes. Now, the Atlanta Hawks shot 49% from the field. They shot 30% from three-point land. That's not by any stretch of the imagination, that's not great. They shot 78% from the charity stripe. They got out rebounded. They 47 to 36. They don't particularly share the ball really well in Atlanta, meaning that they don't wait until 3 to 4 passes. It's mainly just one and done, 3 max. 9 steals. Ball security. Now, if you're not playing really well as a basketball team and the shots aren't falling, things aren't working, you got to do 2 things. You got to feed the big man in the post. That's why when people look at this 1 in, 4 out, 5 out, nobody down, when people look at these and they say, okay, do you go back to playing conventional basketball if these jump shots aren't falling? And I think that's important that you need to point that out, that you have that in your back pocket. You know how to play conventional basketball, whether it be a motion offense, whether it be, people coming off the horns and things like that. You can find your way to get back into this game. It's not just going to be a one-on-one ISO man ball, that kind of thing. However, that's what the good teams do. The good teams have multiple ways to counter what you bring to the table. But if you're not scoring the ball particularly well and you're getting out rebounded, well, you're getting more rebounds than your opponent, but they don't really mirror the returns. Because out of the 14 turnovers that Atlanta forced New York, they put up 20 points on 14 turnovers. 20 of those were fast break. And they had 58 points in the paint. And so when you look at how New York basically folded, CJ McCollum, he had to silence his critics. This dude had 32 points on 12 of 22 shooting from the field, 3 of 10 from downtown, 5 of 7 from the charity stripe, 3 boards, 6 dishes, 2 steals, and a block this dude was not playing any games. He wanted people to put respect on his name, and I understand how he feels. Quinn Snyder has been in this position before. He was out there in Utah. He's done it. He's done it on a collegiate level. He's got a competent staff behind him, and I am more than certain that they know how to put the work in when it comes to the Atlanta Hawks forcing these next two games to be in the A in Hotlanta. That place is going to be screaming because really, this is a rivalry a lot of people really aren't really focused on. Atlanta, New York is a rivalry, and it's been that way. It's been that way since baseball in the early 2000s. When these two get together, there's always a memorable moment. And right now, Atlanta seems like they're not going anywhere. Atlanta isn't going anywhere. When you have Jalen Johnson and CJ McCollum both in double figures, because Jalen Johnson had 17 points on 6 of 12 shooting, 5 of 5 at the charity stripe, 8 boards, 3 dishes, and a swipe. These guys are dead serious. They aren't playing any games. Kuminga was in double figures coming off the bench. 19 points on 7 of 12 shooting. He was 1 of 4 from downtown, 4 of 6 from the charity stripe, 4 boards, 1 assist, 2 swipes. I'm like, my goodness. Kuminga had himself a game, and he had a block. And if you're New York, you got to look at OG Anunoby. He's supposed to be your defensive specialist. Josh Hart, what are you doing this? What are you doing? You know, Karl Anthony Towns, he is the former three-point shooting champion. In multiple years, he can light it up. The fact that you have him trying to acquiesce his offense around Jalen Brunson, a ball-dominant guard, it's just like something's got to give. Something's got to give. If you're Mike Brown, do you just get you a traditional point guard who can set guys up? But then again, how does that affect Brunson's game? Because for Brunson to be effective, he's got to have the ball in his hand. Jalen Brunson doesn't make anybody better. I'm sorry to tell anybody this. I mean, he doesn't set other guys up to go ahead and start knocking down shots. He's going to get the lion's share of the shots because he views it as his team. Until otherwise, this is what it is. Mikal Bridges is going to have to create his own opportunities. OG Anunoby, his defense is his offense. Cat is just there to pick up the scraps. And it's sad because he's an offensive talent. He needs the ball in his hand. You know, if we're having a bad night, this is where it takes maturity and Brunson to say, hey, look, we need to win. I don't need it to be all about me. Let me get him the ball. And if you're Mike Brown, how do you manage that ego? How do you come to him and tell him, look, bro, you stinking the joint up. It's not falling. It's not working. We need to go ahead and make this thing happen. Because Brunson had 25 shots. Had 25 shots in the mid-range. Had 10. So he had 35 shots. Nobody shot the ball like that. This dude had 35 shots. That's insane. And so, again, I'm not just saying this to say this. If you've got one person taking 35 shots, how is any of us going to get going scoring-wise? Scoring happens in rhythm. But again, when you got a guy you can't say nothing to, how do you make that work? I don't know. Hopefully, New York fans do. Get in the comments. It's your boy, Big Vern. Yeah, it's your boy, Big Vern. Y'all know the drill. Get in the comments. Whether you agree or disagree, let me know what's going down. It's your boy, Big Vern. We'll be back.